This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we listen to their listen to one of their records. We get into the music, lyrics, how it was made, and everything in between. My name is Tyler. Way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars, tell your friends, share all the posts. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And that's all I have for the boring intro. We are in 90s season still. We have one episode after this. And then we're good with 90 season. We're done with 90 season. So, what are we doing today, Jeff? Go.
We're doing the self-titled record by the presidents of the United States of America.
Pusa.
Wrong.
Pusa. So yeah, the presidents of the United States of America. This record came out in 1995, debut record. Trio. This is a trio, just 3 dudes.
That's a trio.
And I don't know. Let's dude.
That's a trio, dude.
I don't have a lot of notes on this record this band really.
I don't.
There's not a lot written about this band, and that's fine because this record is still fantastic, and we still can get into a lot of shit stuff. But
we don't cuss on this podcast. So
I know. I heard like the first 10 minutes of a podcast, if you cuss within the first 10 minutes, the algorithm will pick that up and like drop you down lower into it, which I don't know if it's true, just what I've heard. But anyway,
should we not cuss anymore? Should we say fudge?
Fudge. Oh, fudge, dude. Anyway,
when I was a kid, I used like instead of fuck, I used to say fudge minkles. I say fudge minkles.
Fudge mingles or minkles?
Fudge mink with a CK. Fudge minkles.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I think I got it from Ace Ventura when the guy, the main, I guess, antagonist's name is Ray Finkel, and then the girl's name is Lieutenant Einhorn. So you say like fudge minkles and Einhorn.
Dude. Okay.
Which is, I don't understand why, because every time I went to camp and I was like fucking 7 years old, all we did say, fuck you, shit, fucking the worst things possible. That's all we did.
You've ruined the algorithm now. You said it like 5 times in 3 seconds. So we're fucked.
Starting now.
So yeah, anyway, let's get into our origin story with Pusa. I'm just going to say Pusa because saying presidents of the United States of America is just annoying. So yeah, origin story with Pusa. What do you got? Go.
I think Peaches was, I heard Peaches before Lumps, and Peaches was the song that I knew of, and I didn't hear Lumps. I didn't like pick up on Lump. I guess until way later, and it's a much better song. I like Lump a lot. But Peaches is fucking good, but I don't have any other attachment to this band other than those 2 songs. But over the course of the years, mm-hmm. you get that person that's like, oh yeah, you ever heard that First President's record? It's fucking so good. And I've heard people say that over the years, dude. I just never took the time, never really cared. And it took us saying, no, we're not doing this other band, Bush. And we're like, well, what are we going to do? Because we have limited time. Let's do something that's going to be easy and we know it's going to be fun. And so we chose Pusa.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a much better fucking decision.
Maybe.
Dude, Bush is garbage.
So your origin story essentially is this week. Is the first time you ever heard this record?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, not this week, no.
Okay, so it's not your origin story, but
I've listened to this record like since I've had the record store, since I've been going back into like getting into records and thinking like, I wonder how much this record is. Like, oh, let me get into more of the 90s stuff. And this is one that I never bought in my one-hit wonder 90s Amazon CD buying spree. Never bought this one.
Which is weird.
Because they weren't a one-hit wonder. They had 2. That's 2, not a one. That's a 2-hit wonder.
That's true, dude.
At worst.
Those are numbers, dude.
But I listened to this record probably like 4 years ago when we first started collecting. And I've been wanting to do this record for like years now. Like I've been talking about it. I've been asking to do it. You always say no because you want to do Bush. And then look what happened. Dude, your 2 choices. So like, okay, Marcy Playground stupid. Oh, fucking Everclear stupid. Dude, you want to do Bush and Savage Garden, bro? Those are fucking even worse.
Okay.
Those are even worse. Those are Worcestershire sauce.
So yeah, we've been doing 90 seasons for several weeks now, And I said, yeah, we should do Savage Garden because they have 2 fucking bangers. They have
zero bangers.
The 2 bangers off that first record, the 2 singles, fucking so good. And so we were like, okay, we'll do Savage Garden this week. I listened to that first record, and then I text you halfway through, and I'm like, you're gonna hate this. Let's not do this because I
didn't like it either.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking, yeah, don't say
I
you
hated it. You didn't let me finish. You just cut in, but that's okay. That's what you do. That's your thing. So yeah, I got halfway through and I realized this album fucking sucks. And I said, let's not do this. Give it a shot. Like, go listen to it. But I still know you're not going to like it. And sure as shit, yeah, you didn't like it. And the same thing happened with Bush. Except with Bush, they do have like quite a few fucking bangers. Like their albums as a whole, they're not very good.
One.
Oh, glycerin.
So
I do like a handful of Bush songs. I think they have some really, really good songs.
Dude, even like Steve Albini could fucking save that one. Like that was.
Did you listen to that one or did you listen to the first record?
I listened to 3 of their records.
Oh, you listened to 3? Oh, I didn't really.
3 of their records.
Oh, because I got through their first. I got through their first 4 records, and then you text me and you're like, "Hey, this shit's just really fucking."
Hey, Doug.
Put on your Fonzie. Yeah, so we decided not to do Bush. And then after that, I thought, I would never get one of these Bush records in its entirety. So let's look at the greatest hits. And I would have got it on vinyl, but there's one song that's missing on it, and I will not get it now.
Which song's missing?
Song Afterlife from their 2010 album. That's their best song, and it was not on their greatest hits, so did not get it. But anyway, we're doing Pusa. And my origin story with this one, my origin story is I've always known about the song Lump. That was the first thing I ever heard from the band, not Peaches. Peaches came much later for me for whatever reason. But Lump I've known for a long time because back in the late 90s, they used to, remember on like the infomercials, it would show like, there would be like random CD comps on these. No, it wasn't Columbia House, but it was just
those
like,
comps. And it was always the scroll.
Yeah, it would scroll down with the different songs and bands and everything.
All out 90s. Don't miss classic hits such as Lump.
Yeah, it was one of those kind of comps on an infomercial, and that's where I first heard Lump. And then I remember I went and downloaded it on Napster. And then I just always kind of knew about the song, but I never dove deep until literally this week when I listened to this Pusa record, this first record. That's my origin story.
I think friend of the pod David is a big a Pusa fan.
Yeah, I think he's wanted us to do this for a while.
Yeah,
we're finally doing it. So
we're doing it here.
Let's get into some first impressions on this record, and then talk about any stingers if we got them, and then we'll jump into some bangers. What do you got? Go.
First impressions, and again, I've heard this record already before, prior to this week, but not in like the sense of 10 years. Like it was sent to like a couple years ago. But this week hit harder because of the wonderful Wizzy was because we didn't do Bush, and so after
listened to 3 Bush records.
after that debacle ended, and we're like, what should we do? This one came up, and I said, let's just do this. Like I know we can at least talk about 3 of these songs because Feather Pluckin' always played after. Like Spotify always played Feather Pluckin' after Marshy Playground and Everclear. And it's like, I know that song's a banger too. So at least there's 3 bangers no matter what. So I was kind of like going into this, not like sad and depressed, but kind of just on the down spot,
Okay.
Dude, Bush and Savage Garden are garbage.
But also, people listening, the Savage Garden incident happened like a month ago. It's not like it happened this week. That was like a month ago.
That was
Fritz,
like a month. Baby. Fritz, that's 2.
But also, with these bad picks, we cut out within a day. It was, it wasn't like we wasted a whole week listening to something. It was all within one day.
I just wanted to be on the record that my bad picks are still like decent listens. Everclear, which is the most beige fucking thing you've ever fucking heard in my fucking life.
You remember we did Poison because of you? Remember we did Poison? That
was on me. That was for sure on me because I thought
that was 100% good.
But that was when we first started collecting, and I got an original copy of Look What the Cat Dragged In. I was like, oh, this is fucking cool, man. I was like, oh, this is good hair metal. And then I kept it. And after we did that episode, I got rid of it instantaneously. I said, dude, what was I thinking? This is stupid.
Yeah.
Must have had my vinyl goggles on or something. I don't know. But anyway, first impressions of this record is front to back. There's no downtime.
No.
Even the downtime that happens kind of in the middle of the record, it's still really fun. And it's refreshing to hear. It's refreshing to hear a band that doesn't take themselves seriously in any capacity, writing songs that are not serious in any capacity. The songwriting isn't serious. And then like reading about how they even write the songs and the instruments they use, it's like, dude, this is a joke band.
I know.
Right? This is a fucking joke
It
band
is.
through and through that just happened to write some absolute beyond banger songs.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, that my first impression is also similar to yours. It just there's no lull on this record. Parts that you think are going to be a lull, they throw something kind of weird and quirky in, and it instantly I'm just hooked. I'm hooked again, like over and over again. Every song is one of those albums where every song has its own identity and nothing bleeds together, which is that's a very, very difficult thing to do, and to still have the album to be very cohesive. And then where was I going with this? Shit, I forgot where I was going with this one.
You actually brought up the point, and after you said, I was like, oh fuck yeah, that's what exactly what this is. This is just like alternative Primus. This is Primus as an alt band.
That's exactly what this is.
That's what this is. And that's cool. I like it.
It has the it has the quirkiness of Primus, but just not turned up to fucking 10. Like this is just alt rock Primus, 100% alt rock Primus, and that's in like the most respectable way. Like it's not a knock. It's not a knock to any band, to this band, to Primus, nobody. That's like, I feel like that's like the biggest compliment I could give this band and this record is that they are the alt rock version of Primus. Because there's so much, maybe influence, but there's just a lot of just fun stuff happening here. Nobody takes themselves seriously. I think this record is fantastic. It's fantastic. I have no stinkers. I got no stinkers.
Got no stinkers.
I got 13 bangers. So
how many songs are on there?
13 songs, baby.
Yeah, every song is a banger.
I think every song's a banger. Yeah.
Dang, I got a couple songs that I think are kind of like I could. It's fine. It's fine in the sequencing. I get it.
Okay. I mean, I would. Yeah, I'll save it for later. But yeah, so what's your 1B? What's your number one banger?
Dude, Lump is the best song.
Yeah, it's my 1B. Yeah.
That is like, come on, baby. That is just this song is absolutely insane. And Peaches is not my 2B. Just so we're throwing that out there. Peaches is a great song, but like you don't fuck with Lump. Lump is absolutely amazing. This is unreal stuff.
And they've even said this is the best. They all agree that this is the best song they've ever written. This is their favorite song to play, the best song they've written. And I get it,
dude,
man.
You get to the chorus 14 seconds in. 14 seconds into the song, you get a chorus. Like that's fucking wild.
And it's so catchy too. And it's so simple. She's lump, she's lump, she's lump, she's in my head.
Ding, ding, ding,
ding. it's so elementary. I love it. Yeah.
I guess just because I have a lot of notes for this specific song. But starting from the top, the single was released the same day Jerry Garcia died.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. R.I.P.
Three chord song, right? Easy, fucking great to get into, fucking great to play along to, fucking great song. There's so many chickas throughout this entire song. And this dude, what the fuck is the drummer's name? Jason Ellis, something like that. Jason Stillman. It's something. I think it's Jason something. I forgot what his name is.
Jason Finn. Jerry
Finn's little brother. Yeah, Jason Finn. I don't think it's Jason Finn's little brother. But he's so busy throughout this entire goddamn song, dude. Like, but like that beat in the beginning, it's kind of got like this little Motown kind of thing going on there, and it's a very cool but simple drum beat, and the repetition of like lump against like the word salad of the verses, that works perfectly, right? Because if you have too many words in the verses, and then like the chorus also has too many words that they kind of latch onto, then it creates like this song that just has a lot of fucking words. And I read what's his name, Chris, the singer, bass player, Chris, he had said that like the reason why like a lot of big songs are so great, like Free Fallin' by Tom Petty, is because he's just saying free fallin', and he just finds a couple different ways to say free fallin', And that's why you're always going to remember Free Fallin' for the rest of your fucking life after the first time you hear it. I was like, damn, that's a good way to approach like simplistic songwriting. And that's Lump, dude. She's Lump, and it's on beat. She's Lump. She's Lump. She's Lump. Like, that's incredible. Incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Wait.
And like there's a lot of weird odd pacing going on too, right? Like in the verses and like the way he sings, the way the drum beat is going on. A couple other cool parts. There's some cool bass parts that just happened by chance. Chris said that he was just goofing off with some riffage and like scales, and they recorded it because there's parts like and then he was like, all right, let's do the take for real. I'm like, oh, that was a take, and they kept it in the record because he's like, oh, that's kind of cool. But he doesn't really do it again live because he can't really do it that well while he's singing too.
You could hear it in a lot of songs too. There's a lot of little churched up parts, like transitioning out of certain, only like one verse or like one chorus. You'll hear him church it up a little bit in a transition or a fill or whatever. But it's perfect. Like I love it. I fucking love it. It's so much fun. Second verse is cool because you get all those subtle harms throughout, right? Like everything, like the guitar player. What's his name? Dave Detter. Dave. He has a kind of like lower end where he's kind of like whispering, kind of like the Mark to his Tom. Yeah, but it's super like buried. But so like on a first listen, I didn't even catch it either. And so then like I read, maybe it was Chris pointed it out on something that I read. He's like, oh yeah, do you like Dave's doing those subtle harms? Like, really? So I listened to it again. It's like, oh shit, fuck yeah! Like he's actually doing that, and I can hear it now. And it's cool. I like that. Because you're not like taking over, but you're just adding to the song. That's a nice texture. I have a lot of notes on just the simple harms through most of this record. Every song has moments, not even the entire song. It's just very specific moments with some solid harms, whether it's just in the verses or just in the choruses. It's never overdone. I think it's fantastic. Like, this band is fucking good. Or this record is really, this band is really fucking good, but this is just like by far their magnum opus. Like, not even like there is no second place compared to this. Absolutely, there's just not. Absolutely. Also, I love in the chorus of Lump, or at the end of the chorus, transitioning out those guitar bends, the and then it drops back into the verse. I fucking love that. You know what those are? That was a deliberate attempt for them to nod to the hey part from Heart Shaped Box. No way, was it really? Hey, yeah. Like they were trying to make their fucking 3-string guitar sound like Kurt Cobain. And it's funny because like apparently at shows people will sing that part, like they will sing that part as if it's a verbal like, lyric. I really like that. I like that. So that's cool. We brought it up a couple times, and I'm sure we'll bring it up many more throughout this episode. But what I think is just truly kind of fascinating and cool about this band is that they decided that we're not going to use traditional guitars or basses. We're going to do like a hybrid of it. So what we're going to do with the guitar is we're only going to have the three lowest strings on the guitar, but we're going to put heavier gauges on them to make it sound really fucking low, and then we're going to drop it down, I think 1.5 steps down. I think it's like it was drop C. It was drop D, tuned down half a step. Yeah. So it's fucking super low. And then with the bass, there's only 2 strings on it. Also, once again, heavier gauge strings, tuned down lower too. So that's why you have these really, really deep tones. And when the fuzz is turned on, it's really, really apparent. Like you could just really hear it. And I just love that. And you really don't hear anything. There are some songs with like a traditional guitar on it you hear, but it's rare. Especially as you get I think there's one song with a traditional guitar. But like going through their career, like through other albums, they throw in more of a 6-string guitar in there and standard tuning and things like that. But it's rare even later in their career that they use an actual standard tuning guitar. I think it was because he said that he figured out somehow that he sings best like in C sharp, in the C sharp range. Yeah. So like, let's just tune our guitars to drop B and go down half a step, and like now we can just play basic fucking 3-chord songs and do little to no work while doing so. Yeah. And he also said another reason why they did it, or they decided to go this route, was because a lot of the songs were written on acoustic guitar and they were just breaking strings constantly. Like the the higher strings, the E was EBG, the bottom 3 strings. So he's like, why do we even need these? Like, we could write songs without these, and we just keep breaking strings, and we can't afford to buy new strings so much. So let's just fuck it. We're not going to use it.
That was the part that to me,
it's a little kind of like a part of their lore that could be real. Yeah. Who knows?
Because like I don't know. They're from Seattle. I've been to Seattle a couple times. Didn't see anybody starving up there, but I'm sure there are people starving up there. Seattle's a dumb city too. I don't care. Walk on a new
So yeah, I think this whole setup is really cool, and then actually it made me think that a few years ago, Wes Borland from Limp Bizkit, there's a few Limp Bizkit songs where he actually built a modified 4-string guitar, and it's the same idea where the 4 strings on this guitar, it's a smaller neck, a smaller neck and everything, and a smaller scale guitar, but it's only 4 strings, and he uses heavier gauges on it, heavier gauged strings on it, I should say, and he uses it for like Nookie. He uses that guitar for Nookie and maybe break stuff too. He might use it for break stuff too. But yeah, so that's he
2
does,
chords. That whole song is fucking 2 chords.
Yeah, it's just his picking. That's all it comes down to is the picking and palm mute.
Yeah, and then so like when I see Pusa saying that they use a 3-string git bass and a 2-string bass git, I see that as a deliberate attempt at let's really restrict ourselves to just writing the most basic, simplest songs possible, like to the fact that I'm going to like alcoholics, right? They take all alcohol out of their house to like eliminate that desire, that what do you call that? That you want something?
Desire.
But like I see them taking strings out of their guitar and bass to eliminate that. Make sure you only write catchy songs, only using 2 strings, only using 3 strings. I don't think it's because they're fucking poor. I think it's because they wanted to make a statement and they wanted to be unique and weird. And that's a shtick. And that's cool.
Worked, man. It fucking worked.
It fucking worked.
This record sold over 3 million copies. They should have sold fucking more.
I agree. Right now,
I totally agree. But I think what this record did, it was stuck in the middle of being like just a traditional alt rock album that could have, honestly, if it didn't have the quirkiness, I feel like this record would have blown up. They would have made they would have sold way more records, but it's too quirky to attract like the main the vanilla people of who listen to radio.
All the Everclears out there, right? Like
all the Everclears
out there.
So I don't know. This is a good song. Good song. I dig it.
Did you happen to listen to, just because on Spotify, I didn't mean to listen to it, but Spotify just kept going. Did you listen to the demo of this song?
I did not.
The demo is it's a lot slower. It's just like very like droned out guitar. It's like she's lump, and she's in my head. And then it's like dee 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 dee, very slow. I was like, dude, the decision to like increase the tempo by 60% on that is just fucking genius.
Changes everything.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I'm curious to listen to that. Yeah, I didn't.
Some of the demos and B-sides of this record are fucking amazing. Like Carolyn, I think it's called Carolyn's Booty. And it just talks about some girl's butt and like he talks about his wiener and other things. Dude, it's a fucking banger.
Yeah, I didn't listen to the bonus tracks or anything like that. But whatever.
Dude, also the rhyming of this song, like he only rhymes half the time.
I know.
Confidence, right? Confidence. Piranha, pajamas. Do you say pajamas or pajamas?
Pajamas.
Do you know why you say pajamas?
Because that's how my parents have said
that's
it.
How you should be fucking said it. That's how you should be saying it. It's because when you say like, "Hey, put on your jammies," you don't say "put on your jammies."
Put on your jam
jammies.
Put on your jams.
You don't say "put on your joms," do you? You say "put on your jammies" with a hard A. Jammies, pajamas. It's not pajamas. It's not a llama. That's because people say pajamas. It's fucking stupid.
I know.
You say jammies. You want to get your Jom Joms, man? Or do you fucking Bob Marley over here? Put on your Jom Joms, man.
You sound like the guy from Wedding Crashers, the housekeeper,
Oh,
the servant, and
that's
Wedding
exactly
Crashers.
what I get peed to do. When I get peed, remember he says peed,
Yeah,
like he
peed,
peed himself, but I get peed to do. That's good. That's good. That's good right there.
Stupid.
Okay.
So and then getting into the lyrics a little bit. I mean, the lyrics are really just placeholders. They're not. I don't really think he has much to say, and that's fine. Much like Primus, there's not a ton that Les Claypool really has to say. And with Lump, I feel like this song is more just about like a really dull girl. She's just really kind of monotone, beige, doesn't really have anything going for her in any way. I think that's what this song is about. But he can't stop thinking about her.
Here's two things. One, from now on, I think we should replace. From now on, is there like a thing that pops up? There it is. From now on, we should replace like generic beige, vanilla, monotone. Just say Everclear, okay? Like we're just gonna say Everclear from now on. That's just what's gonna happen.
Why? Because Skip really, friend of the pod, Skip really got to you in the DMs.
Yeah,
he really got to you in the DMs.
I think that's what we should do to make him happy. If it makes him happy, if it makes you.
Who is that? Is that Melissa Etheridge? Who is that?
Why the hell you so sad?
Who is that?
I don't know. I don't fucking care. That's an Everclear song.
It is an Everclear.
See?
All right. So
and two. I had two. Remember I had two?
Oh, yeah, two. That's right.
When I said Fritz, that's two. Did you get that fucking reference? Fritz, that's two?
No.
That was a strip club on Catella over by Disneyland, and it was called Fritz. And right underneath it said "That's two," but TOO. And like we never went there ever.
No,
we always drove by on the way to Disneyland.
I went there once.
I've never been there.
Yeah. I went there with some coworkers.
We've been to a lot of strip clubs in Orange County, but like the Fritz, that's two. Like that's
what
always stuck with
mean?
me.
Yeah,
I have no idea what that meant. Like, what does that mean? Fritz, that's two, but not the number two, TOO.
It's TOO. Yeah, that's right.
But like if it was that's two Fritz, right? You put the that's two on top of the Fritz, not on the bottom. So that was always just weird. So
is Fritz still open?
I don't live in fucking California. I don't know.
Fritz, I think it might have closed. No, it's not. It's not. That's two. It's Fritz. That's it.
No, it used to be that's two.
It's that's it.
No, it used to be that's two. I promise you, it used to be that's two. I'll fucking call John Drake right now.
I think it's that's it.
It was that's two, and that's why, dude. I swear,
Fritz,
I promise you.
That's it. Fritz, that's it. That's what it is. Strip club in Anaheim, California. It's still open too. It's open right now. Actually, it's open until 2 a.m. today. So
I can make it. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1,
I'll
2.
go over there after the pod. I'll be there.
Sure.
It's right near Disneyland, about 5 minutes from Disneyland. So, let's go.
Triangulation, dude.
Well, I don't know about that, dude.
10-4, big shooter. The second part of my thing was I don't remember. Oh, it was the lyric thing of this. He another thing that I read about Chris is that he's like Rivers. So anytime he gets an idea in his head, he records it. And Rivers has like this entire like computer that is dedicated to just his thoughts, ideas. And Rivers is like meticulous about it. He says that, or he's claimed that he has like a computer that holds all of his riffs, and he has riffs that he says like it goes from A to like F sharp. Like this is the chord progression of this specific riff. Yeah. Like, and then he'll have like an idea in his head. Oh, I could really use a riff that goes from here to here. And then he'll go and search his own database and like put together a song. But Chris from Pusa is very much like that. He used to record every single idea that he ever had. And so one time when he was cleaning his house or some shit, he had heard a recording of himself doing She's Lump, or It's Lump, It's in My Head. And this whole song was based off of just that one little fucking thing that he had recorded. Yeah. Probably a year prior to that. So the song like means fucking nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
And this entire album means almost damn. There's a couple songs with a little bit of meaning, but most of it means absolutely nothing.
It's mostly nothing. And I mean, honestly, in the end, we're probably not going to talk too much about the lyrics because there's nothing nothing really there. But that's fine because the songs themselves are pretty fucking good. So let's get into your 2B, number 2 banger.
What about the Weird Al stuff? We got
Oh yeah,
Weird Al.
Weird Al, yeah. So
Weird
he did a parody of the song Lump called Gump, based off of Forrest Gump. Obviously, we didn't get that reference. Forrest Gump, very topical of the time, and it's like Weird Al does. He makes really good parodies, really funny, stupid parodies, and this is just one of them. And it's something I completely forgot about. One of the songs I completely forgot about. But it was good.
Same. And I've never been a big fan of Weird Al, and I've always kind of just been in that camp of like, dude, you're literally just taking other people's music and writing funny lyrics to them. I've kind of come around a little bit because
that's just his singles though. Because
seeing his records, he has a lot of originals and he's writing a lot of songs. But I'm still kind of in that. I still have one foot in that camp. I have one foot in the Weird Al camp, but I definitely have one foot cemented in that camp. Like, bro, you're piggybacking here. But what's funny about this one is that Weird Al ends his song with, in the Presidents, which is also interesting about this song too. In Lump, is that they end the song on the bridge. They have lyrics to the bridge, the ba 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 da da da, but they end the song and that's all, whatever. But like Weird Al ends his version of, and that's all I have to say about that. That's all I gotta say about that. And so after Weird Al came out with that, Pusa to end their song "Always Forever" would also end their song with, and that's all I have to say about that.
I love that.
That's so cool.
I love it.
It's fucking awesome, dude. They were like flattered. They loved that Weird Al did a cover of them, and they were through the roof.
That's so cool. I mean, how can you not be flattered when Weird Al parodies your song? Like Kurt Cobain famously, he loved that he did a parody of "Smells Like Teen Spirit." Like I guess like from what I've read in the past, Kurt Cobain never signed off on him doing the parody, and actually Weird Al felt really bad about it because his people told him that it was okay to do it, so he put out the song, and luckily Kurt really liked it. He thought it was very funny. So it ended up turning out to be okay and fine, but yeah, Kurt fucking loved it. He fucking loved the Weird Al song. How can you not?
You gotta like it. You gotta like it.
He does. He does. He does good.
Like, what are you gonna do?
He does good parodies. Like
he does good parodies because the song is fucking good, and like
that's true. Yeah,
you can just say whatever you want, and it's gonna be good because the song, the tune, everything about it is good. Like Weird Al, he's just quirky, and because he's quirky, everybody likes him. Maybe we'll do Weird Al in the near future. I don't know.
But I mean, even outside of the his singles, his other music is fun too. Like his original stuff is still fun.
I literally only have heard his instrumental polka stuff.
Okay, which is fun,
and it's cool, and I like it. I love that shit.
Yeah, friend of the pod, Annie, she grew up, and up until like we were in our 20s, she would go see every year. She would go to the Orange County Fair every summer and go see Weird Al play. Every single summer she'd go see him play. Her and her mom would go. Weird Al is like a perfect Orange County Fair act. Yeah. She would go every fucking year.
That's exactly who I would think is playing the Orange County Fair is Weird Al. Like you got like Bananarama and maybe like some iteration of Duran Duran, and then
Styx, REO Speedwagon, all that kind of stuff. Scorpions. God damn stupid.
And Weird Al.
And Weird Al. All right. So do we have anything else on Lump?
No, that's it. That's all my all my notes for Lump. Almost in the whole
album. All right. So what's your 2B?
Kitty
is not my 2B. Kitty is my 5B.
What? That's too low.
So let's get into Kitty. I love Kitty though. I love Kitty.
Keep my foot in the water.
So what do you got on this one?
This is it's the opener, right? And so this is the song that when I first heard Pusa a while ago, I was like, dude, this album's fucking amazing. And so this song really hit hard then, and then like now after listening to Bush and then Savage Garden, I was like, fuck yeah, dude, let's do Pusa. And then when Kitty hit, it just was like a sign from God. Like, dude, this is so much better than that stuff. Good choice.
There we go.
Good choice.
Sneeze. There we go.
Yeah, just two. See, it's nice.
It's always
if we're not in the same room, I have to cover my mouth. Like covering your mouth with a sneeze is so fucking. It's so inconvenient. It's not my fault. I'm sneezing, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm covering my mouth not for me. I'm covering my mouth for you. That's why you cover your mouth when you sneeze, right?
Yeah. So we should
Do
be
it for yourself.
So you want me to? You want us to thank you for covering your mouth?
You know what? You know what? From now on, when I sneeze and cover my mouth, I'm gonna say you're welcome.
Of course,
I'm gonna do.
Of course,
I'm gonna say you're welcome because I'm not covering. You don't cover your mouth for you. You cover it for them. For you, I'm doing it for you. This bodily function that I have zero control over, I am covering it to protect you. You're fucking welcome. So when someone says like bless you, which also like the whole bless you thing, just stop fucking saying bless you to people after they sneeze, because when you're like doing like this thing after a sneeze, the last thing I want to do is thank somebody. Go fuck yourself, man. Get off your high horse. So no, from now on, I'm going to say thank you. I'm going to say you're welcome to people.
Jeff hates
after
people.
That.
Jeff hates.
It's not polite. It's annoying. What do you say bless you for? Like you expect to thank you? Really? Do you say bless you?
I do because it's polite. I don't believe.
Why is it polite?
I don't
know.
What
is polite?
Because I'm stuck in my old ways. I'm stuck in my old ways in some instances. Anyway,
it's annoying. It's fucking annoying.
Back to Kitty.
Anyway,
this shouldn't be a tangent filled episode because this album is really good.
Yeah.
Like we tend to go into tangents when we're bored with an album.
That was an intentional. I actually sneezed, and it really does bother me when people fucking don't. What do you fucking? What is this? What is that thing here?
It.
What do you? Tear that ass apart. Workaholics. But like I cannot stand the fucking bless you when people sneeze. I just can't do it. I don't like it. I can't right. Even.
Oh, okay. That's on the no list. But
this.
Okay. There we go. 2 no lists. Anyway, Kitty, what do you got? What else you got on this one?
You know what'd be cool is instead of like this, like you do this, that way the next comment has to be a banger.
Okay. I get people only people who are watching the video of this on Spotify or YouTube will
That's
see
true.
what
everybody
happen.
else is literally gonna have zero fun right now. But fuck them, dude. Get your
I'm having zero fun right now.
Sorry, frick them. Fudgewinkles and Einhorn them. Kitty,
dude, God.
Love the pacing of this song. Dude, a little pause in the din, quiet right, and quite right. Starting off a long, like we're starting off a long career of just 3 chord songs, and Kitty is the first song that we hear by Pusa, and that's what it is. But we already know this is going to be different because we get grown ass men meowing.
I know. Like literally, like there's a point in the song where everything stops. It's meow, 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 and then they're all meowing. It's not just one of them. They're all like kind of harmonizing with one another.
They're trying really hard to meow.
Yeah,
like they're spending more time like harming their meows than they are just like playing the fucking song, which in turn makes for a better song.
Oh, it's so fucking good. This song is great. Oh shit. There's also the way he sings this song, not the meow parts, but the way he sings, it sounds like Jack White, straight up Jack White.
It's a very kind of like preachy, bluesy, white kid type of thing. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff on here that I don't think influenced like future bands, but I hear a lot of bands like 5-10 years after this that sound just like this band on this record. And this is one of those examples. Like there's so much Jack White in this song, in a good way.
Bones
and the best
all
way.
Night.
And the best way. And in this song too, the double time at the end. Dude. Oh my god, that double time is incredible.
We love a good double time. We love a good double time.
You gotta
love a good double time.
Gotta love it.
This song's fantastic. This is a killer song. There's a lot of cool, fun noises they do with their strings. Like those things, and it's just like, what are you guys doing? Like, this is the opening to your record. Like your label, they were on a smaller label, but
they were on indie, small Seattle.
Like, damn, dude, you guys were confident in Lump. Is what you were. You were confident in Lump, and you were confident in Peaches. That allowed you to explore everything else you really wanted to do on this record.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Respect it.
Did you watch the video for this one too?
Of course.
Yeah, I did too. So it's from the point of view of a cat, and the 3 guys are just jamming in like a detached garage in a backyard in Seattle, and the cat's just kind of walking around, looking at them, jumping up on things, and it's just fun. It was just fun.
This is one that's actually about a real thing. It's about just like a douchebag cat that
Yeah.
hung around at somebody's apartment.
All cats are douchebags, though. We all know that.
That is fucking true.
I have. How old is my cat now? She's
She's like 100.
16 years old.
Rip Van, you should call your cat Rip Van fucking Winkle, dude.
She's 16 years old and she's still an asshole. She's still an asshole.
How long do cats live?
16 is old even for a cat. Like normally cats are like 13, maybe 14, but 16 going on 16. That's.
Are you gonna be sad when your cat dies?
As much as her and I have fought over the years, yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit sad.
What do you mean as much as her and I fought? She's not a kid. She's not a teenager.
Cat's a bitch.
Like going through puberty. It's a cat.
Cat's a
bitch.
bitch. It's a cat. A little bit.
Bitch. It's in their blood. It's a cat.
It is. Yeah, it is. Cats are wild, man.
They're independent creatures.
Yeah, there's something.
Yeah, that's it. Kitty.
All right. Kitty. All right. So that's your 2B.
That's my 2B.
My 2B is Boll Weevil.
This is for sure like the most primacy song on the record.
This is like full on. Full on fucking primacy here. This is my
3B.
It comes on pretty quick into the record too. What is it? I think it's the 5th song, something like that. So yeah, I mean, it has this really solid riff, the guitar and bass, pretty much the same thing.
Fucking groove. The thing grooves.
It grooves so fucking well. So well. It has that Primus groove, but it's just not churched up like Les Claypool does. It doesn't kind of have the weird kind of quirky things that Lur does on guitar either, but the groove is all there. The kind of like shuffling drums, the quickness of the hi-hat is very Tim Alexander, Jay Lane-esque. So that's fucking really cool too. I love it. And then it also this is another song that double times, gets heavier and double times, and then you get that really funky fucking bridge with the falsetto vocals. Killer. Fucking love it.
This song, and like they have songs where I think it's on their 2nd album or 3rd album where they have a song about jazz, and he says like I want to play jazz and take it from the black man and give it to the white man and sell millions of records. So like he's very aware of like what he's trying to, I guess, culturally appropriate too in the 90s before that was a cool thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
But what this reminds me of is a bunch of people that probably don't listen to a lot of funk music,
mm-hmm.
and they're trying to play funk music while not really knowing how to play funk music, but they're playing funk music the way punk rockers would play funk music. And like, I don't like funk music. I just it's not my thing.
It's
don't like it. Didn't grow up on it. Didn't get into it. And it has to be bass and rock. That's why I like Maggot Brain so much, is bass and psychedelia. But I don't listen to funk music. This is exactly the kind of funk song that I would write if we were like doing a band and I was a good songwriter and I could play my instrument really well. This is the type of song that I would write if I was in a band. And that's why it's damn good.
And you had a really
good drum.
Yeah.
He's fucking good, dude. He's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
He's
underrated.
Super tight. Sure. He's super tight. He holds everybody together, and he never lets it not be their band.
Yeah.
Not be their band.
His hi-hat work is excellent too.
Honestly, on this song specifically, I thought he was doing a shuffle at first. I thought he was doing a snare shuffle.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? That's some elite shit right there. But then I turned it up. I was like, no, that's on the hi-hat.
Yeah.
But it's so like smooth. It's so continuous. It's so just like static.
It's because he's constantly lifting, or he's constantly opening up the hi-hat, but just a small amount. So you're getting a little bit of that resonance, but then he instantly closes it. So it sounds like it's this weird.
It's doing it like over and over within a second.
It's so percussive. It's so like drum percussive, not cymbal percussive, but drum percussive.
Yeah.
It's subtle, but it's fucking so good.
Yeah, I was fooled on this one. On this one. I thought he was doing a little snare shuffle, but dude's tight.
Yeah,
dude is tight.
But yeah, no, this album is. I mean, this song is so good. It's so good. Primus is
fucking weird, dude.
Primus's little brother. That's what this song is. Primus's little brother, and the best.
Yeah.
And once again, in the best, most respectable way possible. Like it really, really is. God,
Yeah.
I don't want to
two different
compare.
bands. They're two different bands doing two different things, but like to say that this band did not like, and I didn't read anything that this band took from Primus.
Yeah,
And
I
I
saw
thought that was
nothing.
weird. I was like, no, I don't know, dude. Like you guys are fucking Primus incarnate. Like you are that band, just alt rock style. And after you said that, dude, it was just like, I always looked for Primus in any one of the interviews that I read of any of these guys, mostly Chris. I was like, come on, dude. Like, really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? What was Primus's first record?
91, 92? No.
So
80, 89. Wait, fuck. When was that? Hold on. Wait
so
a
like
minute.
Primus at least had like 2 records out before this.
Oh yeah. No, they were pretty well established within the music scene, like the indie rock scene. Yeah, Frizzle Fry came out in 90, Cheese came out in 91, Pork Soda in 93.
Well, that's it. Oh, yeah. That's it then.
And then Punch Bowl came out in 95. So they were 4 or 5 records deep by the time this record came
so
out.
get the fuck out of here. When these guys heard like those damn blue collar tweakers, like that's when Presidents of the United States of America formed. Like really, that's, you know what I mean? Like that's what happened.
I totally agree with you on that. And it's weird. I didn't really
incredibly hot in there. Like, come on, my guy. That's fucking President.
I didn't see very many comparisons to Primus either.
I didn't see any.
Yeah, there's not much, but when you hear it, you're like, dude, this is straight up alt rock Primus. 100%. 100%. That's what it is, in the best way, in the best fucking way. Love it. But even like going back to like Peaches is kind of like a Primus. Like if Primus were to make like a really, really pop rock song, it would be Peaches.
Peaches is 2 different songs just smashed into one, but like both parts of it are just so fucking aggressive. You know that song? Man, who the fuck is that? Maybe it's live even. We talked about it earlier. But it's a song in the music video. The guy has a little tiny rat's tail, like a little fucking tiny little fucking Anakin Skywalker thing going on the back of his head. Completely bald ass head. But no shirt on. In the music video, he's just jumping around. Damn.
Ministry? No, not Ministry.
No, it's a dumb band like fucking Soul Asylum or something like that. Might be live though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know where I was going with this anyway, but Peaches. Peaches, 2 different songs, right? I guess we can get into Peaches now if you want to get into Peaches. Have you done Bull Weevil?
Yeah. No, I'm good with Bull Weevil. You got anything else on that one though?
I don't. That's my 3B, Bull Weevil.
Okay. So, all right. So let's get into Peaches. So where does this one sit for you, banger wise?
Millions of Peaches. This is my 6B.
This is my 7B. 7B. So what do you got on it?
And you know, it's interesting. What's interesting is this song is like a beyond banger. Like it truly is. Everything about the song is absolutely fucking perfect. I wouldn't change a goddamn thing. But it really isn't as good as what my 5Bs are. And I really struggle with it because at first I put Lump as number 1. That never changed. But Peaches went from 2 to 3, and I compared it. Like, it's like, do I really like Peaches more than Kitty? Like, no, I really do. I truly do like Kitty more. And then like it kept dropping and dropping and dropping. And Peaches is still a banger of a song. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. But dude, that just shows you how like strong this record is.
Oh, absolutely.
But anyway,
absolutely.
Peaches, right? Fun, stupid to the max. Like the literal lyrics, like how little they are, make this song so much more fun and silly. Yeah. What the fuck?
Dogs are barking.
Dogs?
Yeah.
Dogs are barking.
Monkeys clapping.
That's all I remember from that fucking thing. Oh yeah, Renee's home. Lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah, the little meaning of the lyrics make this more fun and silly. It's the like for me, it's the millions of peaches part that's what makes the song for me. The millions of peaches phony.
Millions of peaches.
And still to this day, dude, to this fucking day, like I love going grocery shopping. That's just my thing. I fucking love it.
You're so weird, man.
Ever since Europe, dude. Ever since Europe, dude. Like I love going grocery to the point too, like where I've offered to like go grocery shopping for my neighbors, and all I gotta do is buy me like a 6-pack. I'm like, I'll go grocery shopping for you for sure. But like if anybody says peaches,
grocery shopping in Europe was different because things were the markets over there were so different than they are here.
Well,
So
that was
fucking
survival, dude. That was
there
survival,
was also
dude.
survival. Yeah, yeah.
That was survival, dude. Over here, it's gluttonous. Over there was survival.
Okay, true. Anyway,
but yeah. So now, anytime anybody ever mentions Peaches in any way, I'm breaking into this song, no matter what, and everybody should do the same thing. So.
Yeah, no, it's incredibly catchy. Also, the song starts with that guitar line, but it's super. The vibrato effect on that guitar is so fucking strong. It's so loud. it's almost to the point where in any other song it would sound like shit. It would be terrible, but it works for this band. It works for this record because it's so quirky. It's so weird. So you accept it. You accept it, and it's fantastic. And then the chorus drops in the really big fuzzed out guitars and bass, or mixture of both.
It's really fuzzed out on this.
Very
one.
very. Yeah. And then the bridge gets a little bit quieter, but then it builds by repeating that line, and then it drops into that super heavy instrumental part. Fantastic.
That's that pedal that he uses for this one, the Proco Rat. It's some type of like fuzz pedal, but I guess Kurt used it a lot, and I guess most notably we can hear how aggressive that fuzz is on Territorial Pissings.
Oh, okay.
That's supposed to be the one that Kurt used that Proco Rat on. So
if that's interesting, because in Territorial Pissings, he actually didn't plug his guitar into an amp. He plugged it directly into the board. So that's why it has that extra kind of just fucking nasty sound on that song. Fucking so good. Love Nirvana. Love Kurt. Okay.
I've heard better.
We should do Nirvana again. Fuck it. Let's do it again. Let's do them all again.
Just do it now.
Let's do Nirvana season right now. Let's do all the Nirvana.
Let's do their best record in the
Fucking idiot. Get the fuck out of here.
No.
But you would have a good time if we did Incesticide. You'd
I'd have a good time. Yeah.
Great album. Great album.
Yeah. It's a good album. Solid.
All right. Anyway, Peaches for free.
1.75. One bite, everybody knows the rules. Yeah, Peaches for free. It's good. I have no complaints over it. I don't know. It's just like everybody fucking knows Peaches. You know what I mean? It's like dissecting fucking Stairway to Heaven or some shit. Everybody fucking knows Peaches. Everybody knows Peaches.
On Spotify, it has 143 million streams.
That's it?
Just that song. Yeah. Lump has 203 million. Almost 204 million, actually.
See, I would think that Peaches is more popular than Lump.
I would have thought that too, but no. It's and then the drop off from that. The next most popular song is 16 million. So it goes from 143 to 16 million, and that's Kitty. Yeah. And that's Kitty. It's so good. So good. All right. So do we have anything else on Peaches? Because there's some, nope. I mean, they're obviously better songs. So, and even this is a great song. So,
yeah, it's a banger.
That was your 3B, right?
That was my 6B, baby boy.
Oh, okay. So what's your 3B?
Bull Weevil.
Okay.
That was my 3B.
So my 3B is We Are Not Going to Make It.
We're not going to make it. That's my 8B. 8B.
You were going to do that?
Here's something interesting about this one, right? What I think this song sounds like is obviously it's a very Twisted Sister sounding mix, but it's very Vandal sounding. This is a very Vandal sounding song.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
I have that in my notes.
Dude, the way he fucking sings, like, my God. I was like, holy shit, this is a fucking Vandal song.
It's straight up Vandals. Straight up
Good Lord.
Vandals. Yeah.
Crazy.
Just the vocal melody, not even just the vocal melody, but the song overall is straight up fucking Vandals of early to mid 90s.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, you could, if somebody told me this is the Vandals, I'd probably believe you.
Straight up, I would too. Dude, this guy sometimes sounds like I said Dexter earlier, but god damn, man. Dude sounds like Dave, right? Like that's
he sounds so much like Dave Quackenbush. The only thing with this song is that like the kind of the drums, the sound of the drums is very garage rock. It doesn't sound as polished as the Vandals do, but otherwise, yeah, dude, this is straight up. Dude, it is Dave Quackenbush. This is a fucking Vandals song, hands down. I fucking love it, and I love the Vandals. Anybody who knows me knows how much I love the Vandals.
I didn't know you loved the Vandals.
Yeah, you didn't know, but I do love the fucking band, and we're seeing them in October, so
Maybe
that'll be fun too. No, we'll see them. We'll see them. But also, I mean, I don't really like in studio albums where there's a false start on a song. It seems very forced, kind of annoying. But there's a false start on this song, and it works. It works for this band. I don't know why. I really can't tell you why, but it works. I like the false start where they stop everything, start over, and they move into the essentially it's a skate punk song. That's what this is. It's like a rawer version of a skate punk song from the mid '90s.
It's because that riff, that's essentially our song.
Very common chord progression, but yes,
it's basic punk rock. It's punk rock 101. If you're teaching a class, it's punk rock 101, man. There's 4 chords here, and that's all I do is 4 chords. This is like one of the most complex songs in the album, actually. 4 chords here.
It's one extra chord in there, thrown in there.
That's a lot.
And also, Chris kind of churches it up a little bit with some of his bass parts, which is kind of cool too. There's some nice moments on there, some good transitions, and dude, I fucking love this song. I don't care,
dude. For me, like what threw it through the roof, like This Is the Vandals, was the no part. The no, like that thing at the very end. I was like, dude, that is fucking like Vandals from Diarrhea Vandals era. That is fucking Vandals for sure. I love.
But it's just but it's also the. It's just this. It's this very kind of like dancey thing that the Vandals does.
No.
And you can kind of imagine like Dave Quackenbush kind of like, because he's kind of a weird front man, and he kind of moves his shoulders a little bit. He's like, you know
what song it is?
It's a very Vandals thing.
It's the Vandals version of I have a date.
Yes,
like
I have
that
a
song.
date.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
I have a date with the prettiest girl in town. Yes, it is. I have a date.
It's I have a date.
Yes.
Yeah.
When did that? Wait. Did that come out before this?
That was from Hitler Bad, right?
Yeah.
I have a date.
So when did that record?
That was like mid 90s. Yeah, that was mid 90s.
No. I have a date's on Diarrhea. That's came out. Diarrhea came out. Yeah, Diarrhea came out in '95. Yeah, Diarrhea came out. Live Fast Diarrhea came out in '95. Same time.
But like I Have a Date is also a cover, right? So
yeah, that's true too. Yeah, that's true. But the Vandals did it better than the Vandals is the best. The Vandals are the best. I love the Vandals.
They are something.
They are one of the best.
Is that really on fucking on?
It's on Diarrhea, yeah.
On Diarrhea.
Yeah.
Damn.
But anyway, 0-2. We are not going to make it.
Also like the sequencing too, coming off of Peaches, which is kind of like a ballady song, and then Dune Buggy.
That's a banger too, man.
Do you like the way he says Buggy? Yes. Like, why do you say it like that? I fucking love it.
Once again, the quirkiness of this record and this band at the time.
Like no part of that song calls for him to say that, to say it like that, but he does it anyway. Buggy. That little draw, that little yarl. But yeah, like the sequencing coming off of Dune Buggy, and then like We're Not Gonna Make It, which I still do think it sounds a little bit like Twisted Sister also. Not just because We're Not Gonna Make It thing.
I think it's the title. And it was probably intentional.
Yeah.
Had to
be. But it's good sequencing because now we're getting back into like kind of like the pop punky faster thing, and then beginning to kick out the jams right after, which you could do that one if you want right now.
Yeah, let's get into Kick Out the Jams, motherfucker.
It's my 5B.
Okay, that's fine. That's okay. That's my 6B. So
that's right there.
So,
Dave, this is a perfect cover. Perfect cover.
It is shorter than the original.
Everything I want from a cover. There's so much energy. There's so much fun. Yeah, dude, a minute and a half. Mm-hmm. Oh, fucking on, bro.
Minute 26, baby.
You're not going to add anything to the original. You're just not going to do it. So don't take anything from the original by staying too long.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you need to do. Say what you need to say. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
And he doesn't say "kick out the jams, motherfucker." Too. I love it. I love that he did. He could. Every band would have done that. Every band would have done that, but they chose not to do it, and I love him for it. I think it's fantastic.
Not saying the motherfucker is the hard way out. The easy way out is saying motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to say that it's cool to be in a band and cuss, but it's more difficult not to do it and keep kayfabe, bro. That's keeping kayfabe.
Mm-hmm. And also one of the things that makes the original song so good is that the song is so aggressive, especially from late 60s, 68, 69. It's that dot dot on the drums, just like the constant hits and everything. But no, but when everything kicks in, and then just the dot dot, just the constant snare hits on that beat. But in this song, in their version of it, they don't play the drums the same way. They open it up a little bit more, but it still has that aggression. It still has that energy that keeps with the original somehow. But they don't play it exactly the same way. And once again, this is a fantastic cover. Absolutely banger.
It's a perfect cover. It's a PC.
It's so fucking good. It's so deep and bass heavy too. The bass is like fuzzed out and distorted as fuck. But I love it. It's fucking great. It's fantastic. Great cover. So good.
Great cover.
Kick out the jams. MC5 cover.
What do you got? So like one of my higher B's. What do you got for Back Porch? I bet you Back Porch is like a low B for you. You don't like that fucking.
That's my 4B.
Shit. Is that really your 4B?
It's my 4B. So I mean,
you just said you don't like the fucking hillbilly kind of cowpunk shit. Now
I know, but they did it so well. They did it so well on this song because it changed up the pace of this record so much because it's kind of later in the record, and it really kind of it brings you back into like the energy of the band, the energy of the record by throwing something so kind of weird and offbeat. But had they made an entire record or even like half a record of just this, it would have just gotten very tiresome. But throwing the one song in here, it helps change it up a bit and make it more exciting, make the record more exciting.
Okay, all right.
So what does it sit for you?
This is my 4B. I love this song, and this is one of those songs where like Peaches was my 2, and then it went to my 3, and then it was tied with this one, and I went back and forth. I played Peaches first, and then this one right after. I was like, no, dude, I truly do like this one more than I like Peaches, even though I love Peaches. Peaches is a very superficial thing for me. I just like singing Peaches, annoying people when I sing Peaches at the grocery store. But like Back Porch, dude, this is fucking amazing, dude. You got to have, in a band like this, in a time like this, a girl like me and a guy like you. That's very Dumb and Dumber. You got to have a little country ditty here, right? On a record like this. Like it's just fucking standard. Like the Vandals they did a whole record like this, but like this is a banger of a song. If you're going to be goofy, dude, just go full goof and be able to back it up with strong melodies or quirkiness, or just have a good drummer. And that's what this song is.
100%.
Has a fucking tight drummer, has a strong melody, and has just the right amount of quirkiness to where it's not stupid. And like that spoken word part, shit.
I love it.
The fuck? Like what are you like?
So
what are you, Charlie Daniels over here? And the fact that like it was a deliberate attempt. He was just like, let's just have this part where we can just change it up whenever we play live anywhere else because it's fun and stupid. And I don't give a fuck about this. And it turned into this big thing that people love this because he can just talk about whatever city he's in, about his likes, his dislikes, his life, his fucking hobbies. He does whatever the fuck he wants. It's like his platform to just vent and be an asshole and talk about nothing. And people eat it up as long as he name drops the city that he's in. And that is so childish, but it's also so fucking brilliant.
Genius.
It's so beautiful.
Fucking genius.
It's like when Sublime is yelling out like Toledo, Ohio,
isn't that
California?
Isn't that, to me, in that Sublime song, the Cleveland, Ohio is the one that sticks out more than any other part of that song.
I don't know why, like Cleveland, Ohio.
Maybe he spends more time drawing it out, but yeah, that's the one city I remember more than any from that song.
Cleveland, Ohio, and Eureka, California.
Yeah,
you're the two of that.
Yeah. You're 100%.
So stupid. Eureka, California. Like the fuck knows Eureka is.
I only knew about Eureka because of that song.
That song and then Lost Coast. Great White.
Used to be like a pretty big meth town too, I think, back in the 90s.
I don't know
probably why you called
Eureka,
it out.
California is.
What the fuck a whale is. Or quail is a whale? What?
That was good.
So all right.
Man, just wait till that fanboy commentary hits
Oh,
and
Wedding
just
Crashers.
obliterate these movies.
Yeah. Stay tuned. Within the next 6 months, year, I'd say, we're gonna do some fanboy commentary on Star Wars, Wedding Crashers, a bunch
Next
of other
time
shit.
you're out here for Red Devil Pizza, it's gonna happen. It's just
We gotta do it. But anyway,
like 2 weeks.
Back Porch.
2 weeks.
Back Porch. So
that was from Total Recall. You never seen Total Recall?
Of course I've seen Total Recall,
Arnold's in the face thing of like the girl, and he's trying to like pass himself on Mars, and I guess like the robot only knows like one response, and it's just 2 weeks, hoping that the guy stamping his visa is like, oh, how long are you here for? And he's like 2 weeks. He's like, okay, cool. Right. We'll have a good time. And he's like, 2 weeks. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? 2 weeks. He's like, why are you being so weird? 2 weeks. And then it was an actual actress, and she sticks her hand in her mouth, and she's like, good 2 weeks. That was 2 weeks.
That movie's so fucking weird, man. I watched it
Total Recall. Total Recall. I watch that movie at least probably like once every 4 months. Total Recall is one of the greatest like sci-fi movies.
It's so weird. Made. Yeah, it's good. It's fantastic. Great, but it's so fucking weird. So weird.
It's trippy.
Anyway, Back Porch. Back to this song. Yeah, I agree with you. This song kind of started on my first listen. It started toward the bottom of my rankings, my rankings. But then it quickly just kind of went up and up and up because I kind of noticed more and more things as I was going. Wow, I keep burping. So when the chorus hits, the drummer Jerry Finn, forgot his first name, but we'll just call him Jerry Finn. Jason
Ellis Finn.
Jason Alexander Finn. So in the chorus, don't laugh. In the chorus, he does this double bass thing, like very kind of Motorhead-esque, and it's very subtle, but it's there. You can hear the little bit of double bass. The only time you hear it on the record, and it's fucking great. Otherwise, in the verse he's doing that snare shuffle, kind of with brushes or whatever, but it's fucking great. And then the spoken word part in the bridge is just fantastic. It's a great fucking song. It's a great cowpunk song. Great for the record. Great placement. Everything.
That spoken word thing, was that like? I mean, I don't, without even getting really into it, that. Like Devil Went Down to Georgia, right? That's like the birth of that. Like, let's just speak and let's just talk. Let's have a dialogue over just country rhythms. I wonder if that was, I mean, not necessarily like the first time it's ever been done, but the first time it was popularized and set into sound and as legendary, right? Storytelling wise.
Yeah. I mean, it was certainly one of the, Johnny Cash was doing a lot of the spoken word shit prior to Charlie Daniels, but
it wasn't like a dialogue. Like Johnny Cash never had like a dialogue, except for like Folsom, but that wasn't like a.
Yeah, that's true.
That was a dialogue with the inmates, not per the song.
Like, but I guess
Devil in Georgia was a dialogue between
two
telling a story, like a very folky approach.
Well,
to a country song.
Devil Went Down to Georgia was dialogue between two different characters.
But he spoke both characters.
Yeah.
He just spoke for the other character. But that's a very folky approach. I'm telling you a story, but I will be doing both parts.
Yeah. Damn, that's a good song too. We've always talked about doing Charlie Daniels on the pod, but never have.
It's a good song. Not as good as the Korn version, but it's a good song.
I thought you were being serious at first. But
people at home not watching the video did not see the extreme sarcasm in my face. Now,
I almost thought you were being serious. No, that Korn version is fucking great.
Garbage.
That Korn version is great.
Also, people at home can't see me do my Trump impression. Garbage.
The worst.
It's kind of funny because my Trump impression is actually garbage.
It's really bad. It's terrible.
I do like two presidential impersonations. One is Trump, and the other is just like my
George.
But like
George
it's
Bush
a mix
Senior.
of. It's a mix of George Bush Senior
and Dana Carvey.
George and Dana Carvey.
Yes.
And it's just I give a little tiny thumbs up. Like, I'm not going to do it. Like the
not going to raise taxes.
Not going to raise taxes. Not going to do it. That's George Bush Senior.
That's what I said. I said senior, but that's okay. You weren't listening.
Well, you said George Bush.
And then I said,
you said George Bush.
No, I said George Bush, and I said senior after that.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Senior.
You weren't
Which
listening.
is wild because we weren't really alive for that.
We were alive though.
Like we were alive voters and conscientious of societal factors.
We were alive during his whole presidency,
Senior?
Yeah.
But we weren't. No, we were not.
We were alive during his entire presidency. Yes,
you're right. We were alive, but we weren't voters. Nor were we even like old enough to even understand what he did or didn't do. So like, no, we were.
I do have weird recollections of watching George Bush or watching Bill Clinton winning the election that year in '92. I do have vivid memories of that election too. I remember George Bush not being president anymore.
I don't have recollection of the election. I have recollections of my family, like especially my dad's side of the family, just devastated.
Conservative.
There goes our fucking country. Bill Clinton, fucking there it goes. Better hide your guns. Like, oh my god, man.
And my family were the opposite. Both sides, they were very Democrat. So they were totally stoked on Bill Clinton winning. I do remember that.
I mean, that's a whole different. Like, I thought your mom would have been like a more Republican person.
No, I'm talking about my grandparents. Both sides of my grandma and then my other grandparents.
I feel like all grandparents are probably Republican in some capacity.
No. They were Democrats. They wanted Bill Clinton to win.
Well, that's wild. Then.
Yeah. They wanted. Yeah. My dad's parents were very, very liberal. My mom's mom only wanted Bill Clinton to win because he's from Arkansas and she was also from Arkansas. That was literally the only reason.
I just thought like if Bill Clinton was a black man, it would be Bill Quinton.
Oh my god.
Quentin's on his way. Quentin's on his way. Remember the Far Side song? Quentin's on his way.
I don't. But anyway, let's move on.
We get it. We probably should just.
Yeah, how deep are we? We're an hour 15 in, roughly hour 15 in.
That's a lot longer than I thought we were gonna get.
Yeah, I agree. But there's a lot of good fucking bangers on this record, so I don't give a.
This one's. Okay,
wait. Before you move forward, because we literally just talked about Bill Clinton. So on the original run of this record, when it came out on the original indie label, on the liner notes of the record LP, it was a picture of the three guys taking a picture with Bill Clinton. With Bill Clinton. I love it.
It's just like what the fuck were you thinking, dude? Like, how did you think that he was going to allow that? Like, anybody was going to allow that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you fucking dumb? And that was a Spanish release. I think it was a Spanish release. It wasn't the American release, because I think the original vinyl of this, there is no American, like, U.S. first press. There's only European, and I think the Bill Clinton one was a Spanish release.
Was it? Or maybe
it's according to Discogs.
Maybe I thought the Clinton one was maybe like on the original, maybe CD run on the indie label, and then once they got signed to the A&M subsidiary, that's when they had to change they had to take the picture out.
I mean, that could be also on CD. Whenever I go to Discogs, I only look for vinyl because I'm a snob. But like the original, the Bill Clinton one, that was not available in the U.S. on vinyl.
Okay,
it was only available either through Europe or I'm pretty sure it was Spanish. It was a Spanish thing.
Okay,
not a Spanish thing, just a Spanish release, which is fucking bizarre. Like, why? Like, what was the company's name? Llama? Like
it was a Poly. It was like Poly Llama.
Yeah, like Poly Llama. That. I didn't even look into the fucking record label, but that wasn't a Spanish fucking record label.
No. It was a Seattle-based indie label.
So whoever the distributor was must have been. That's fucking weird to me. I don't know. Like, why is your original run of your record not available in the United States? You only run it through European, which I get because Weezer did it for Blue. That's not weird, but like Spain, specifically, like Spain.
Yes, and I mean, unless they had,
that's weird.
They must have had some sort of following in that country to where they would do that. I mean, it's not uncommon for a band to put out a record, say here in the States, and then distribute it in Europe with it under a different label.
Europe,
Like
Europe is
it does
fine. I get
happen.
Europe, but
Well,
specific to
Spain
Spain is
yeah, that part's a little
but
bit.
like Discogs doesn't differentiate between like Europe as opposed to, unless it's specific to like France. Oh, it's a France press. It's a Spanish press. It's a German press. If it's just like a generic, like widespread Europe to all the countries in Europe, it'll just be Europe. But like the Spain press is the only one, the only original one that got the Bill Clinton one. The Bill Clinton cover, and I just thought that was weird. Like, why Spain? Like, why? Like, what does the Dalai Lama have to do with Spain? Right?
Polylama.
The Polly Lama. Oh, is that why it's called Polly Lama?
Is that wait? What do you mean?
The Dalai Lama, Polly Lama? Is that the name of the record?
I think that was the name.
Lama?
Yeah, it was called Polylama, I believe.
Did you get that reference? The Dalai Lama, Polly Lama?
I actually did not until literally right
That's
now.
That's fucking cool. That's
literally
a cool
right
record
now.
label. That's amazing.
Actually, I don't know why I did not make.
I didn't get into it right now either. Like until when the words came out of my mouth, and just when I got it, the Polly Lama. That's fucking amazing. Oh, that's an amazing record label. Whatever. That's a very niche, like collectible thing that we are into that most people are probably not into, and who gives a fuck.
And also what I mean, outside of this record, moving outside of this record a little bit, what I thought was really cool, I think it was like in 97 or something, 1998, they actually went to Mount Rushmore and played a concert in front of the big heads on the mountain and everything. Dude, it's so stupid.
It's so stupid.
And it's just something like, of course it had to have happened, but the fact that it still happened was fucking awesome.
It's some shit that Primus would do, right? That's some dumbass shit that nobody gives a fuck about, and Primus would still do it even if 5 people showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so stupid.
Although Mount Rushmore is like on my top 5 places to visit in the world.
I was just gonna ask, have you been there?
I've never been there. I've always wanted to go to Mount Rushmore. Always wanted to go. Ever since
because
North by Northwest, that movie.
Oh God.
Well, that, and I think it's just so stupid. It's so like, it's so cool because it's so over the top.
Gluttonous, like, you know what I mean? Like,
you gluttonous pig,
like you fucking kid, like really, you carve these motherfuckers in the side of a.
It's so over the top, but it's just it's so grand. So grandois, is that the right word? Maybe, I don't know.
Grandos, is that what it is?
Grandos.
I'm not a Frenchman.
I'm not either.
Oh, pee pee poo poo. Pee pee poo poo.
Pierre Escargot.
Yeah, exactly. Smoking a long cigarette.
Yeah, the skinny cigarette, which we actually literally talked about last week, but we're not going to talk about that on the pod.
Cigarettes are bad.
Well, they're cool though.
Dude, cigarettes smell so good when you open them. Dude, like a pack of fresh cigarettes.
Pack of fresh cigarettes. Even just like the smell of cigarettes, I fucking love.
It's so good.
I love
it's
cigarettes.
So good. I'm on board with that 100%.
I don't smoke, but I love fucking cigarettes so much. Like if they weren't that bad for you, I would smoke every fucking day. I'd be smoking right now. I don't give a fuck. I'd be smoking.
Dude, we would look so fucking cool if we smoked.
Dude, we should do a whole episode where we're smoking cigarettes.
I would say yes to that, but the last time I smoked a cigar, I was barfing all night. So
okay, there's that. And also, if we smoked a cigarette, we're not used to that intake of nicotine, so we'd probably get pretty fucking lightheaded and get kind of fucked up.
And I will say, like, I've smoked a lot of cigarettes, but I've never once in my life inhaled. It's always just like I like that, but you hold in your mouth. You hold in your mouth.
Then you're not doing.
But like, I don't be left out.
When I was like 16.
When I was 12 years old, I smoked fucking pack a day. Okay, calm down, dude. But yeah, when I worked at Virgin is when I smoked a lot of cigarettes, but I never actually inhaled.
Okay.
I would just like suck it into my mouth as if like imagine you're sucking like a straw, and every time you say suck is just a very aggressive word. Mm-hmm. Imagine like you're drinking through a straw and you're sucking the stuff into your mouth, but you're not swallowing it. But you can hold it. You can hold it in your mouth, right? Yeah. And you can spit it out. That's what I did with cigarettes. I've actually never inhaled a cigarette in my life.
That's wild. It's wild.
I can't do it, dude. It's just
you're missing the whole point of the cigarette then.
I know, but personally, like just like the lung capacity that I have and things getting into my lungs that should not be there.
I mean, I get it.
Is just.
I mean, and you have asthma too, but
like
even
that part of me is just like it fucking just like no,
fucking. I don't know. Damn, how do we get to cigarettes? I think
we're probably like winding down here. At this point.
Certainly we're winding down. Yeah, without a doubt. Certainly. Oh my god.
Certainly. Fucking guy, dude. There's a lot of bangers here. Let's run through them.
Every song is a banger. Every song.
Want to run through them? Let's run through them real quick.
What do you got?
I always run through them. Why don't you run through them? Because I feel like every time we run through them, I always run through them.
No, because you're better at it. You're better at it than I am.
Okay, well, I'm better at everything. But
keep going.
Let's run through them real quick.
Calm down.
So annoying and disrespectful.
You are very
feather plucking, dude. That's a banger for sure, dude.
Oh yeah,
it's that's got a nice groove. Again, two note swing. It kind of is Peaches.
Yeah,
it kind of is Peaches. There's another song in here that is fucking identical to Peaches. That's all right. Stranger, moving on. Stranger, another. This is a late tier banger for me.
Same here.
I like that it's in between Lump and Bo Evil. So that's kind of its downfall, but like I get it. Like don't give me just two fucking through the roof bangers back to back because I can't handle that. Throw Stranger in there and that's fine.
Yeah, it's a quiet, slower song. The way they kind of intertwine the guitar and bass parts is really cool. It's very garage rock sounding, you know, for especially drum wise, like production wise, it's very garage.
Jason
rock
like riding those toms, dude, heavy tom usage.
And then it gets pretty hard. It gets pretty hard in the chorus too, which is really, really. It's a very kind of it's a song that's very, you know, quiet verse, loud chorus, quiet verse, loud chorus. You know, the back and forth, which is very, very popular in the '90s, like in all genres. So yeah, that's good. Good song.
You know, I was just thinking like because tom usage, and I was like, I was just thinking in my mind, I was like, dude,
great
like Pennywise
think,
like Pennywise's drummer, I don't know his fucking name, but like that dude rides toms like crazy.
Oh yeah,
like
that's like his signature thing.
That's his signature thing, and the fact that he had already been doing that shit since like 1990 is pretty fucking wild.
It's like, but the way the guy, what is his name from Pennywise? I can't even think.
No, fucking know.
But anyway, what he does, really what he does is instead of hitting the hi-hat with the right hand, instead of hitting the hi-hat, he hits the floor tom. It's like rather than the and then doing the quick little roll, the quick little fill. But that's all he's doing. He's just using his right hand on the floor tom,
but it's rather so than fast, using it. It's so tight, and he incorporated that into punk. And he was like the first like really good like kind of like punk drummer in that era.
I mean, honestly, Smelly from NoFX is a better drummer, but
Smelly never did it like this. Smelly just goes like butts for pooping. Smelly just like the do-chi.
But the thing with Pennywise is that when you're using your right hand to hit that floor tom, you're getting an easier bounce, so it's easier to go faster because you're using the gravity and the bounce from that actual drum head. But when you use the cymbal, when you're hitting the hi-hat, there's no bounce back. Sense. There's no bounce back.
Makes no sense.
How does that not make any sense? So it's way easier.
It makes no sense. It makes no.
Yes, I know what you're doing. Blink, Mark, you know. Anyway.
That's your record, dude. That's your album.
Okay, so I was literally trying to make a point, and then you just completely derailed it. Completely derailed it.
There's no better way to like, I'm done with what you're talking about, so therefore I'm going to do what I want to do.
That's literally what you just did.
Yeah.
Literally what you just did.
That's so rude.
It is extremely disrespectful.
Yeah.
But anyway,
let's move on.
Dune Buggy. That's the next one, right?
Dune Buggy. This one, dude, one starts off exactly like Peaches.
Yeah.
But and the biggest one here is the way he says Buggy. I just like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like why? I don't know. Dune Buggy. But that sticks out.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It does. The chorus is very, very Primus. Very, very Primus. But anyway, and also I get the Peaches comparison because it kind of has a lot of the bends, like the bending that he does on with the guitar, with some of the kind of the
right
vibrato.
After Peaches though, like sequentially right after Peaches.
But in this song, it almost sounds like it's out of tune because he's bending so much to where it's it's becoming out of tune, and it sounds weird, a little wonky, but I still love it. It's still a great fucking song. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
It's a good song. It's a banger.
The Doom Buggy, Haunted Mansion. What do you got?
The Strings, and then Body. Body. That's a fun one that we won't explain, I guess.
Yeah, we don't want to explain.
Yeah,
that.
Body. This is a 7B for me. It's
lower tier. Yeah, there's some cool phase effects on the guitars and bass, but it's a quieter, slower song. There's some Beatles, Beach Boys-esque kind of harmonizing, kind of like chord progressions almost in the song, which is pretty cool, but it's good.
What do they call it? Counter melodies, right? The counter melodies, the descending, like in the chorus is specifically the descending line contrast with like the vocal melody where one's going up, one's going down.
Yeah.
That kind of like counter melody. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Body's cool. That's a B. Candy's a late B for me.
Same here. Slower jam, but it does trudge along really, really nice.
Kind of has like a little Middle Eastern kind of twang to it, right?
Yeah, there's some like sitar sounding things going on, but it's not an actual sitar. It's just weird effects that they're throwing on the guitar and bass. But there's some really, really tight hi-hat work on this song as well, which is good.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Jason Alexander Finn does some good stuff on here. So
Jason Alexander from Seinfeld. Candy.
We literally just said that.
We literally just did Candy. Okay. And then Making Famous. That's it.
Yeah. Really.
This is my least favorite B on the record.
Yeah. Second to last
for the record. What was the last one?
It was shit. I have to go back. Hold on. Let me see.
I want you to go back because now I want to
Stranger.
about that.
Stranger is my bottom.
Oh, that's all right. That's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. All right, so let's give our final thoughts on this record and then rate it based off of our world famous 3-point rating system. Where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album you're going to continue to listen to. 1 is a bad album, but give it a shot, and 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. So what do you got, Jeff? Go.
Little Doom Buggy. Oh
my god.
I like this record. I don't know, man. There's nothing really. There's nothing wrong with this record, like through and through, front to back. It's just a perfect record, yeah, because like it sets out to do something and it achieves that goal, and I have a great time doing it. And the lyrics aren't deep, and I don't want anything deep, and it just, I don't know. It feels weird giving a record like this a perfect score because, like, nothing is great about this, right? But like in its like simplicity, that's what makes it great.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't give a fuck, dude. Who gives a shit? This is a perfect 3, baby.
Oh my god!
This is a 3 out of fucking 3 record.
Oh my
right
god!
This is an incredible record. It's so good. It's so fun. I feel so good after listening to this. I can get through this whole thing front to back and think like, damn, that was pretty solid. I can go and re-listen to it and pick up other things per members. And some of these, between the two of them, there's only 5 strings. They only got 5 fucking strings.
I know.
And it's like, you tuned a drop D? Like, come on, my guy. You're fucking just lazy. You're just lazy and you're not a good guitar player. And that is fine.
That's fine, yeah.
If you can write good melodies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And god damn, did he write good melodies.
Agreed.
So yeah, I don't give a fuck, dude. I think this is a perfect record. I think it did exactly what it achieved to do, what it set out to do.
Yes, exactly. All right, so yeah, my final thoughts. I think this was, I was not expecting this record to be as good as it was. It's fucking great. But like I said in the beginning of this episode, every song stands on its own. Even the lesser bangers, they still stand on their own. There's a lot of great things happening on each one of the songs. And like you also said, going through every song, you can listen to a different guy, a different person, and really pick up on things that you hadn't heard prior. I mean, it's a constant enjoyment of this enjoyment. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but I'm just always having a good time listening to this record, and I've only listened to it 3 times this week. But it's fantastic, and I get it. They aren't the most original band, but that's okay. Most bands are not. You don't have to be this revolutionary band. You don't have to be the first to do something to be great or be good at it. That's fine. I mean, you talked about how much you love Everclear. They're a pretty beige band, but they did some good shit well, but they're not innovators. But this band, they're definitely better than Everclear. Let's just say that they're better.
I think they're better than Everclear too. And I do think these guys are original. I think they're original because they don't try to church up any of their songs.
Yeah.
They don't add a lot of like fucking nuance in post production. They don't add a lot of stuff and mix. They just what you hear is it, man. Like that is it.
It's so
like,
it's so best, stripped down.
At best, it's just some vocal harms. That's it.
Yeah. I feel like that would be like the most of the overdubs of all the overdubs would be any harmonizing would be the vocal harms on this record. And there are moments that of course sound like Primus, but that is that's like with the utmost respect. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like they did it so fucking well. They're so good at this. Just a fantastic band. I don't care anybody who wants to come at us. This band is great. They're self-aware. They've never really tried to be this kind of like big anthem rock band. They've kind of done whatever the fuck they wanted. They've quit. They've raised their families. They don't care. This is just fun. It's straight up fun.
Fucking surprised they even got this far.
Yes, exactly.
Really, that's what it is.
And you can except for one of their records, every album sounds like they're having a fucking blast. Like every record sounds like they're having a good time, and I love that. And this record, I don't do it often. But I'll give this a perfect 3 out of 3. Perfect 3 out of 3.
Shit.
It's great. It's
Pusa
great.
Gets a 3.
Pusa gets a 3. I'm gonna get this on vinyl.
It feels weird giving it a 3, right? Does it feel weird?
Because it's not. It
shouldn't feel weird. Because it feels weird.
Because it's not this iconic record. It doesn't do anything too different from anything else, but it does it so fucking well. And it's not beige. It's not vanilla. It just has its own little quirky weirdness and catchiness to it. It's just like this perfect combination of it all, and I think it's fantastic. This record is fucking fantastic.
It's like just having a good fucking like cheese pizza, right? Just a good fucking cheese pizza. That's what it is.
Yeah, okay.
This is a good fucking cheese pizza. Like, you get your pepperonis and your linguicas and your salamis.
It's like
a good cheese pizza.
It's like when Kevin McAllister in Home Alone 2 gets into the limo, and when he's in New York, he gets into the limo. He opens that big cheese pizza right there. It's steaming hot. Like that cheese pizza right there.
That I'm talking about. Fucking, that
you know what I'm talking about?
Good, yeah.
Because the whole thing, but in those first 2 movies, is like all he wants is a cheese pizza.
All he wants is his, because everyone else fucks him over.
Yeah,
all he wants,
and he wants that cheese pizza. But that cheese pizza, because you don't see the cheese pizza in the first movie, but the second movie, Back to New York, or in New York, he opens that in the limo. Oh, dude, come on,
that's a good-looking pizza.
That's a
good-looking pizza right there.
Yeah. God damn.
Gabagool.
Anyway, so perfect 3 out of 3. 3 out of 3 for me.
Damn, look at that.
Yeah, we did it. We did.
You give Savage Garden 3, you give Bush a 3, and you
I
give
would
Pusa
not do that.
That's
I
crazy.
Would not. Well, that's wrong, dude. Would not give Savage Garden or Bush a 3. Anyway,
not even combined.
Yeah, that's correct. Not even combined. I wouldn't. So, thank you all for listening. We are finishing up 90 season next week with an S tier album. I wouldn't say S tier band, but S tier album next week on the podcast. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button, and that's it. That's all.
Little Dune Bugger.
Come on.